Now. All right, Jails. Late night Knicks. After some technical difficulties, I think the boys are back online.
Oh my God!
And right in time for a 2-game winning streak, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, man.
103 to 101. Woo. Knicks get the W, the come from behind W.
Oh man.
On the West Coast. And get 2 wins in a row for the new coach. Hey, man. What do you have to say? 16-point third quarter lead eviscerated, Jay Ellis. Eviscerated. You call the game tonight. I missed a good portion of it. I missed the first half, caught the second half. What do you think about tonight's come-from-behind effort by these Knickerbockers, man?
Well, I have to say it's hard to see the details when you're talking. But from what I saw, I feel like the Buddy Hield problem was solved, or at least attempted to be solved, because we were playing defense on him in the first.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting a lot of open looks. I noticed he wasn't getting that many looks or that many shots to go in the second half, and that's probably the basic way to break down this game. No Buddy Hield in the second half, all Buddy Hield in the first half.
Hey, they were killing us, man. They were killing us. I mean, Sacramento overall 17 for 39 from 3. Another team just having their way with us. Buddy Hield 6 for 13 from 3. Harrison Barnes 3 for 6. Bogdanovich, of course, 4 for 5 or 14 off the bench from 3. I mean, Belika 3 for 6. They killed us, man. That was the story of the first half. They were just bombing away from 3-point land, and we just obviously we're not a good shooting team. We started off slow, and we had a hard time keeping up.
I would like to see the second half 3-point shooting numbers. That's what I would like to see, the second half 3-point shooting numbers, because I didn't get to see the details. Shout out to Sweeney. I seen the tweets from Sweeney that said the adjustment in the second half was the bigs stepping up on shooters on pick and roll, and that took Buddy out the game. So that's probably why he didn't have as an effective second half as the first half. And if that's the case, kudos to Mike Miller, because Fizdale would never.
Fizdale would have switched everything, right?
He was just switching, threw up his hands and said, playing soft.
It was just their night tonight. Hey, you know what? I mean, I feel like this game turned around when Damian Dotson damn near hit a 3-pointer from the half court. And I said, Dot is here to play. I said, Dot wants this tonight. He wanted it tonight, JLs. Absolutely wanted it tonight. The second unit was great. You know, give credit. The second unit was great. Dotson, Peyton, Portis, Mitch. The second unit came to play tonight, and listen, give credit again. Julius had an outstanding game, and I think the second unit came to play and backed them up, man.
Yeah, man. Word to Sergio. Julius had a great game, 26 points. He had a nice bounce pass to Tosh Gibson on a fast break for an easy 2. I was like, woo. That was in stride. I was like, okay, that boy point guard today, boy.
Yeah.
that boy point guard today. Julius looked great, man, and it's crazy how different he looks when he's not the primary point guard. One, and the coach seems like he's giving the ball in the right spots. A lot of his moves is going from right to left and to a strong hand, and he and you know what, the rebounds too. And there was a play when he was switched onto Buddy Hield, and Buddy Hield tried every head fake hesitation move in the book and could not shake Julius, and Julius forced him to a bad shot. Good defense by Julius, man. He showed us something like that.
Good defense by Julius, man. Overall, gritty win. You know, they really could have mailed it in after getting bombed away that way. We're not that good of a come from behind team. This Kings team without Fox, you know, they're really not much to write home about. Obviously, Hield is Hield, but again, it was hard to watch even in the first half of us getting really just bombed away by this team because I'm just like.
But still, they were still on a. I think they were like on a 3-game winning streak. I think.
They were. Give credit. They were playing well, but I mean, come on, man.
Both Dallas's teams. I think they beat both Dallas teams.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're bad, but they're close to 500.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be like no one had us winning this game.
That's the thing. That's the thing. No one gave us a chance to win this game. You know, it's I don't think we have that great of a record in Sacramento in the last couple of years. And again, no Fox. I expected this game to be a lot closer than it was, though. That's what I mean. I expected this game to be a lot closer than it was, even in the beginning. You know, things that really got out of control. But as you said, Julius looks good when he doesn't have to do too much. And I think part of that is, once again, it's Elfrid Payton, man. Closing the game once again. Payton was the calming factor for this team. Being aggressive. The dribble penetration, hit a couple 3-pointers. Yeah. You know what I mean? A couple runners in the paint. I thought Payton was solid, man. I thought Payton was solid once again to get this team to the home stretch. That was the big difference maker, man.
Got it. They're saying they can't hear me. Hold on. Let me see me bring the mic closer.
They can't hear you. I mean I can hear you loud and clear, man. You guys can't hear JL's?
That's what they're saying in chat. Say, Jay Ellis, please turn your mic up.
Okay.
I don't know. All right.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties tonight, man. Just bear with us. One of those nights I had to shorten my mic. My mic wasn't working, and Jay Ellis' computer was all off. So one of those days with the technology, but it's all good.
I was in the middle of celebrating the Knicks win, and then screaming to the heavens, the CP curse is on, and...
Yeah, people told me that I was starting a new curse. I said, no, hold on. I'm coming on, man. I'm coming on, man. Yeah, man. No curse tonight, man. But hey, listen, good win. Happy for them to get that win on the road. Let's go to the phones and hear from the fans tonight. Dan's been waiting for a while. Dan, how you feeling tonight, man?
Oh, man. When you guys were having technical difficulties, I was getting so scared. I could, once there was like 3 minutes left in the game, I was looking forward to your show. I was so excited,
Yeah.
And listen, to be honest, let's be honest, man. I mean, I know there were some people trying to hate on the Golden State win. It's still a road win on the second of a back-to-back. I don't care what anybody says. It's still the NBA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then tonight, you get another win. He's got half as many wins in 4 games as Fizz had in the first quarter of the season. But just 3 things I want to say real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm noticing is it seems like we're starting the offense much quicker. No more swinging the ball side to side needlessly, not robotic.
Mm-hmm.
We're hitting the ball and we're trying to get to the cup as soon as possible. This is the first game I can remember in a long time. My second point is that offensive rebounding, big, not those cheap ones when you're down by 25, but in the fourth quarter, some big getting to the cup, and I thought that was very important. And I think the biggest thing tonight was the change to halftime. We went out. What's his name got cold? I mean, I think he was like 6 or 7 for threes in the first half, and then the second half, he cooled down a little bit. But we showed us some different looks, kept the ball out of his hands a little bit, and listen, RJ didn't play great tonight. Mooks was started off slow, but we hung around. And listen, I've been tough on Randle, and in the fourth quarter, he almost gave us a problem there late. But Randle played well today. I got to give him credit. And guys, here's the last thing I want to say to you, a little bit off topic, but what you guys are doing, in my opinion, is really cutting edge as far as. I think you guys are like demonstrative of the new way of media. And I'm wondering, and I know you guys probably don't want to talk about yourselves a lot, but would you guys be willing at some point to do a show where the two of you talk about how you got into the business, what you're doing? Because I tell you, I have a son, he's got lots of friends, and they're all into media, they're all interested, and they're always asking questions about you cats. And I'm like, I don't know, and I don't know if you guys would ever be willing to do a podcast just about how you guys do this. Not that you want to give away trade secrets, but I just think what you guys are doing is so good. It's so cutting edge, and it'd be fascinating to hear about your stories, your backgrounds, and how you got this whole thing going. Guys, have a great night, all right? And go Knicks.
Appreciate it, Dan. Appreciate it, man. Always a good call. JL, so you back up to you good, right?
Yeah, it's like shake. I think I'm better right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little technical difficulties tonight, but it is what it is. We'll try to press through. Yeah, we could definitely do that. I did a podcast with my guy Eves a couple weeks ago where I kind of got into like how this whole thing started. I know me and JLs have kind of talked about like how we kind of came together and started this thing up on a couple shows ago. But yeah, we could definitely revisit that. Maybe once we go back to the studio, JLs do a show on that and kind of talk about where we want to take this.
Yeah, and to be honest, I feel like the story's not even. I feel like the story is still early.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Still evolving, man.
Yeah, I feel like there's we're good. There's a lot more steps to go. Then we do the big Hollywood story or whatever.
yeah. Facts, man. Facts. Yeah. Listen. Once again, as Dan was saying, the Golden State game was what it was. We had two teams that were kind of, similar levels to each other, but it is what it is. A win is a win. You play who you play, and I thought the Knicks did a good job. This game, we were out of it. The Kings were controlling the game up until the final 20 minutes of the game, and the Knicks really turned it on. The defense turned it on. You had Portis with some really clutch buckets, Dotson with some clutch buckets, Peyton. The bench really brought it in, and then Morris, who didn't start the game off well, had a good finish to it, and Julius once again had a good finish to it as well, man.
And you didn't see the first half, CP, but it contributed to the effort level because even though they were down in the first half, they never really they didn't quit. Like their effort level was consistent throughout. Now they didn't always, and I can only remember seeing maybe two plays where I was kind of yelling like, "Oh, come on, man!" And those two actually Morris. I feel like Morris twice didn't come out on a shooter, but other than that, there was no real effort things happening. Everybody was kind of pulling their weight. They might have got confused on more rotations a couple of times, but they tried. They put in effort.
They seem to be playing hard for this coach, and Dotson had some good quotes as you had posted today on Mike Miller. They seem to be playing hard for him so far, which is a good sign. We did hear about the rumors about them hiring a coach in season. I think that would be absolutely ridiculous. That makes no sense to me. I think they need to give Mike Miller the full vote of confidence for this season, evaluate him at the end, and then see where you're going from there. I think the whole in-season coaching thing, I don't know where that came from, but Begley reported it. Shams also reported it. I think it's ridiculous. Let this guy finish coaching.
Yeah, man, let this man cook. He's getting the feel for the team. He seems like he's pushing the right button so far. This guy has a lot of experience. I think I said earlier before he came on, to be like 30 years of coaching and also coaching as an assistant and main coach in the college. Success in the G League. This guy's been around the block. So, let him cook. Let him get a feel of the new team. Mm-hmm. I think that report only came out because people panicked because we lost to Portland. But, Lillard in Portland. You have to be able to see when there's two types of losses. There's losses when you don't have talent, and there's losses when the coach isn't coaching right. And that Portland loss was a talent loss.
Yeah, that was a talent thing. Absolutely, man. But yeah, good to show some resiliency finally. Again, this team is going to struggle to score all year round. That's just what it is. We're going to struggle to score all year round. It's our defense that's what's going to keep us in these games, JLs. And when the defense isn't proper, we're going to be behind the eight ball and more than likely going to lose. Tonight they showed the grit. They showed the resiliency to come back on the strength of their second half defense, their second half adjustments. So give credit where it's due in that regard.
Yeah, man. And then the nights when our guys like Frank or RJ are hitting the outside shot, that's when it should look a lot better for us, man. So hopefully, just keep getting those guys these open looks, and you hope they just get comfortable and eventually start falling more consistently. That's all you can hope for.
That's it, man. Jay from Brooklyn's up next. Jay, how you feeling, man?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing, man?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Can't complain.
Nah, first off, I'm gonna talk about. I think we found a coach, man, and it's. I think it's a beautiful thing how he just knew how to sub in the right people at the right time. He let the vets finish the game. You know, I'm encouraged how Mitchell Robinson has been staying in the game. You see his impact right there when he's just not making stupid fouls. So kudos to the coaching staff to really get these guys to not foul, man. And you know what? I know maybe some people may not agree with me or not, but Knox actually been playing better defense. He did get caught like a couple times with the losing his man and everything like that, but I am encouraged by him blocking. He went on. He was contesting drives, making them change the shot. So it's a good win, man. Felt good. Too much losing going on.
Yeah,
2 in a row is a beautiful thing, man.
Too much losing, Jay. You're right on that, man. You're definitely right on that. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good to see them rallying around him, man. Hey, like I said, I want to give this coach a chance. Jay Ellis. He could be the guy for us as far as developing these kids.
Yeah, and let's be clear too. He had a short little stint with coaching the G League team in for the Spurs.
Westchester, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Spurs, yeah.
The Westchester Spurs. Westchester. So he's been around, man. He might be the guy. He might not need the shiny, fancy name. We might not need it. But you go with the local. You know, the guy who's not fancy, but it runs good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the shiny car, but the engine's great.
Hey, I mean, it looks like we pretty much got an extension of the G League team, so he should slide right in and fit in. The caller, either Dan or Jay, I mentioned Mitch. So, hey, this is five solid games in a row for Mitch right now, man. 4 or 5 solid games for Mitch right now. He's finishing. The alley-oops are looking a lot better. The pick and rolls are looking a lot better. He's keeping himself in the games. I thought he put a chip on his shoulder after that. What was the last game he lost by 30? And Mitch really put the onus on himself to get better and improve for the team, and it's paying off right now.
Yeah, man, Mitch has been really good since that tweet when he proclaimed that he has to get a lot better. It just seemed like he got focused since then. And especially on the offensive rebounding tip, he's just been relentless on the boards. I don't remember how much he had. I think he had maybe 5 offensive rebounds by the end of this game. But people are really having problems keeping him out of the paint, man. And just the offensive rebound alone and the lob threat is working out for us, man.
Yeah. 5 offensive rebounds from Mitch, as you said. 5 offensive rebounds for him. And that's that. How about DSJ? DMP coach's decision.
No play for DSJ.
He was sick the last game, quote unquote, and he was back tonight. Did not play. The coach went with the guard that's been the best on the team, the point guard that's been the best on the team, JLs. That's been Elfrid Payton. What do you think about DSJ locking that DMP tonight?
Coach held his nuts today, man. Coach held his nuts.
Facts.
Everybody saw he wasn't playing well. And we even saw how, he was trying to give him a chance to see if he had something. Then when he didn't have it, he would start with Elfrid Payton in that second quarter. And DSJ being sick gave him an excuse to really not play in that other game because you really got to see what the team would look like with a guy who at least plays defense on one end and a guy who's actually starting point guard. You know what I mean? So once we got and especially in games like this, when the margin of error is that close, you really got the end of that bench and go, yo, is he gonna be in this game mentally tonight? Is he gonna give me that? And it's sad to say, but benching him might have won us this game because we barely won.
Put him in the G League, JLs. Put him in the G League. We got guards up here. We got Elford. We got Frank. We could bring up Kadeem. Let DSJ go into the G League and figure out what he needs to figure out. Been saying it for weeks, man. Throw him in the G League, man.
That's a prideful kid, man.
Yeah.
That's a pride. I feel like he's. Whew, I'm bracing. I'm bracing to see what his reaction is going to be because we know what that did in Dallas.
Yeah, man, I'm not sure if he's a guy that'll handle it well. You're right. He's a prideful guy, man. He's a prideful guy. You know, J. Cole might not be too happy with it.
Nah, it's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be a cold world for DSJ right now, man.
Yeah, and as much and this is one of those times you gotta give Alonzo Trier credit because Trier has not been playing a lot, but my man has been on the bench clapping as far as teammates on. He's still very much involved and engaged.
Yeah, he's handled it well. I think ISO's handled the benching pretty well.
Yeah, so I don't know how DSJ's handling it back. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Late Night Tilt. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man JL's from Nick of Time Show. This is #1 show for the fans by the fans. Knicks post game live. My man JL's held it down for 3.5 quarters with the play-by-play. Then we had a little bit of technical difficulties on both ends. It was one of those nights, but it is what it is. Knicks get the victory 104-103 over the Sacramento Kings. And they will go into Denver on Sunday. Hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss the next show. Hit that thumbs up as well for your boys. Remember, this show is brought to you by Scotch Porter Premium Beard Products. These are the products that I use on a daily basis. I use the shampoo, the conditioner, the balm, the serum. And, hey, it keeps your beard nice, fresh, smooth, clean, all natural ingredients, no synthetic fragrances or anything of that nature. So make sure you get yours today. They're offering a 50% off on all beard collections for the holidays. So hit that link in the description or go to www.scotchporter.com/#KFTV.
Yeah, and if you need, I might need a goatee sponsor. So
there it is.
I'm at timepodcast@gmail.com.
There it is, man. I want to shout out Andre Barrionuevo. Andre, what's going on? AOMO, how's it going? Charles Reynolds, my guy Robert Parrison here. Mars Jetson, what's going on? All the mods, salute to all the mods. INYK Gunner, the Shells, everybody, man. Max, what's going on? James Swain, what's going on? Yeah, man. I had my my company holiday party today, JL. So I missed some of the game, man, but made it back in time for the perfect ending. So it was a good win. Pal, what's going on, man?
Man, good win, man. Friday night Knicks. Let's go.
Yeah,
oh my God, man. Listen, I've been waiting for this, man. I've been waiting for this. Like I really wanted to see how Mike Miller would coach differently because like I watched a bunch of like Westchester games and they played different. You know, they played like with a lot of heart. They played tough. And right now, second game, man, I think Mike Miller's just trying to like figure out his players. But I've seen a lot. Like during like the first terrible 2 quarters, I was already about to fall asleep. But then like he started to yell at these players. That's when like all the defensive like moves started to happen. Like they started to like learn and trap Buddy Hield. Like they couldn't stop him like all the time, but like they worked hard, you know. By the fourth quarter, they got him figured out. Taj Gibson got blocked, very clutch. You could tell because like Mike was like talking to him on the sidelines, and then like this is what I like about Coach Mike. Like as soon as he starts to like get the clipboard out, I didn't see this with players, but like the other coach that we had previously, I'm not gonna name him no more. But all the players like really huddled really close to Coach Mike and like really paid attention. So I'm not saying Coach Mike's gonna be like the next coach, but I think we gotta like give him a chance. Right now he's trying to figure out all of his players.
Agreed.
He's definitely holding them accountable. The adjustments are there. If this was like a typical Fizz type move,
yesterday would have probably played. But he put like the best point guard that he knew he had there, and he gave him the most minutes over Frank. Frank was the backup this time, but he knew Payton was the one cooking, so he put him out there. And right now,
true story.
You can see Randle's like deferring more, a lot more.
True.
Like what I like about Payton too is like the way once he gets to the ball, Frank waits on the perimeter. I don't know why. He always goes left and then on the perimeter then passes. But Payton goes a little bit inside, like a little bit before a free throw line, and then that does a lot of difference. So, we'll see, man. We gotta wait, man. But shout out to Coach Mike, man.
Excellent points. Excellent points, pal. Excellent points, man. See you next week, bro.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir. Excellent points, Ailes. You always talked about the chemistry that Payton and Randle have had back in New Orleans. Once again, Payton, I mean, just look at the lines tonight. I mean, Payton, 16-4 plus 19 on the night, JLs. Frank, 2-0, minus 22 in 21 minutes. Frank got to step it up, man. That's just the bottom line. Payton, we know what Payton brings. The hope is that the other guys, DSJ and Frank, can bring it, and Frank has just not been bringing it. So at the end of the day, you got to go for the win, and what Coach Mike is doing, he says, hey, there's no politics here. He's going to go with the guys that give him the best chance to win, and these guys have been rewarding him for it.
I like that, man. I like that, and it's obvious that Payton is outplaying everybody right now. Frank is at least giving you something on the defensive end, but he has to make the shots. Frank made a lot of good reads. He stopped a lot of open threes from happening on the rotations. He's seen those coming. He just has to hit shots. Hit shots, Frank. That's it.
Yeah. 1 for 5 from Frank tonight. Hey, Payton was by. He had a three. Hit a three. Had a couple runners out there. Payton's aggressive. That's the thing. If Frank, it's like you hope he's going to be aggressive tonight. But Payton, that he's going to bring it every night. He may brick away, but tonight he was on it. 50% from the field. So Payton was in his bag tonight.
Yeah, like Frank was aggressive because you missed the first half. He was aggressive kind of shooting the ball early, but he wasn't hitting. The first play of the game, fast break, Frank runs up, shoots a three-pointer off the fast break.
Yeah.
Goes in and out. Next play, shoots it again, misses again. So it was like he was being aggressive early, but I don't think as much later.
Yeah.
I think he was a little more passive as the game waned on, and the missing got to him a little bit. But like the caller said too, the fact that Payton just gets into the middle a little bit more disrupts the defense a lot more.
Agreed. We have to find a way to make things easier for ourselves when we're not a good jump shooting team. One of those ways is our defense. The other way is just solid point guard play. And that's what Mike Miller's doing. Just making the game just more simple for this team and not overcomplicating things. So, hey, we got 2 wins in a row. We'll take it. Whoever we play doesn't matter. Going into Denver, a team that just trashed the Blazers last night. So let's see how that goes.
2-game winning streak. Who's the next victim?
That's gonna be the Nuggets. That's gonna be the Nuggets, man.
All right, back to them.
Yeah, it's Nuggets revenge game on Sunday, man. So,
this is the game.
Yep.
This is gonna be the game that lets you know what this coach is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
This is the game that's gonna let you know what this coach is.
That's a fact, man. I'd love to see him pull it off. I'd love to see him pull it off, man. Julius tonight, 10 for 17. Solid game for Julius, man. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 4 dimes for Julius, 3 from 8 for downtown. This is one of his better games of the season, I think. This was up there. This is definitely up there.
Definitely up there, man. Definitely up there. Julius Randle. He's coming. I want to see his stats over the last, 5 games or so. Because especially from 3, because I just feel like he's on the uptick as far as his stats go.
Yeah. Julius he's been settling in, and again, maybe it's not a coincidence that his more solid games are coming with Payton coming back once again.
Oh yeah, like shoo. Man, Peyton coming back. That's such a huge deal, bigger than when people realize. Like the losing, we all know, Fizz would have more of a fighting chance in a lot of these close games that we lost, especially to these whack teams, if Peyton was here, like for sure.
It's true. It's
like,
true.
The benefit, we got to see Frank run a little bit more.
Yeah,
that's the benefit. And it seemed like he took a step forward, but now it seems like he's going backwards again. But it would have looked a little bit better with Peyton in line.
It's funny how things work, man. Those games where couple games where we lost just down the stretch. If Peyton was playing at his peak, maybe he would have saved Fizz's job. You just never know.
That's still not to say that Phil.
Yeah, that's still right. But you just basketball is just so funny that way, man. So funny that way. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. If you're new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We already heard from a couple of people in here. Saluting team hashtag new. So salute to you guys. Salute to Andre in here. Salute to Robert Parrish, sends us a super chat. He says Peyton downhill racing, loves the paint, plays solid D. Can't go wrong there. Definitely right on that. Salute to Robert. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. My guy Bocce, he's repping for us, Jails. He says only 75 likes on KnicksFanTV. So let's go. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Let's go to we got a couple more callers in here. A couple new callers. Let's go to Stan from New Jersey. What's going on, Stan? How you doing, man?
Hey fellas, thanks for taking my call. It's my second time calling.
Okay.
Talking about Alfred Payton, and guys, you guys really are, man, it's good hearing you guys every day. But Alfred Payton and Mook, fellas, I know you guys believe that we should try to trade Alfred Payton. I know you guys believe we should try to trade Mook for a draft pick. But you know though, we need those veterans on the team and getting a good point guard. I know you guys don't really put much stock in Alfred Payton. But DSJ, notice he's not playing much. Mitchell playing better. And the same thing, Frank Ntilikina is not really a point guard. But his role is defensive. He can give a break to Alfred Payton. I know also Payton is also injury prone. But we need him on the floor. You know, the team is playing better. We have a floor general. And any team without a floor general can't function in the end of the game. We're losing those games. So props, and guys, we gotta give more love to Alfred Payton and Mook Morris. Please don't trade him. We need him. If he will take another $15 million to stay with the Knicks for 2 or 3 years, keep. Thanks for the call and thanks for your show.
Thanks, Stan. Thanks for calling, Stan. And JL, to Stan's point, this has been a very interesting debate, man. This has been a very interesting debate. We've been talking about it for a couple months now with Marcus Morris. He's playing at his best. Tonight wasn't so great, but overall, season highs across the board, whether it's points, rebounds, three-point percentage, especially at the top of the league. He's been as good as you could ask for. I already knew he was going to be this good for us, just knowing the type of player he was. Yesterday, they asked him about, or after the Golden State game, they asked him about the trade rumors, and he said, Carmelo said it best. He said, some guys are not built for New York. I'm built from New York. I'd rather be here. I'd rather help, and I'd rather anchor it. Damn. I was talking about trading this guy, JLs, but damn. I'm a sucker for a good quote, JLs. I'm a sucker for a good quote.
I think I tweeted at my Harshman, man. Leave me alone. Oh my god. And here's the thing today too. Like Mook didn't shoot well today, right? And I actually felt like his defense was a little weird in the first half. But Julius Randle got off. The thing is, the defense was kind of really set on Mook for real. Like they was not letting him take no three. And then as soon as he did a little pump fake and tried to step in for a two, there was another defender. You know what I'm saying? So the defense was very occupied with Mook, and that kind of opens things up for other people if he's paying attention. So even when he's not scoring, there's still like a little bit of effect of the game. And it's, oh my God. Man, you just wonder where this team would be if we started off with Mike Miller.
Hey.
And a healthy Elfrid Payton.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I'm still in a tough spot, man. I still think you got to try to trade the guy, just for the simple fact that we have to get more assets on this team, man. We have to look for the future. I
changed my mind for the first time today, CP.
Yeah.
Beat that point into my head. I'm just like, oh, you're right. I'm going to try to reserve. I'm going to wait. When's the trade deadline?
I mean, it starts basically this week. It opens this week for these guys. You know what I mean? It opens this week for these guys. The thing is, and Leaks Lounge just said it in the chat, man. You gotta, when you get sentimental in sports, JLs, you get burned.
Because the Knicks never have everything nice, CP.
That's it, man. You know, guys say everything. They talk. Money talks. Money's the ultimate. I always say this, JLs. Money is the ultimate equalizer, man. You know, this guy says he loves it, all that. Listen, if a team comes out, there's so many things in flux with Mook, right? Number one, how does the current regime feel about him if they were to move forward with the current regime? How will the new regime feel about him if they go with a new regime? How does he feel about it, and does he get better offers out there? There's so much to figure out.
That's a fact. The other question is, what will the new regime do, knowing their job is on the line?
Boom.
The team starts to win, and they feel like they're safer if they're winning. How will that affect the trade market?
That's it. How will that affect things?
If I'm Steve Mills, and I'm winning with Mook, I might be looking at I have to check with Dolan first. I'm like,
Facts.
listen, before I trade this guy for a pick, you do realize that he's gonna make us look worse. Don't fire me now.
Yeah. You hit it on the head, man. You hit it on the head. What will this regime try to do with their heads on a plate right now at the chopping block?
This is they start winning.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, because I don't know who knows. What if they start winning? Who knows?
Who knows? I don't know, man. I'm still on the trade him front, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I love what he brings to the team.
It's only 2 games, though.
I love what he brings to the team. What do you guys think in the chat? Let us know what you think. My guy TM says, make the business move. That's what I'm saying. You got to make the proper business move, JLs. You got to make the proper business move. But I like the dynamic that he brings to this team. No doubt about
it. I hate it.
Shout out my guy Marshall from Fargo, North Dakota, back in the building. What's good, Marshall? All right, last 2 calls of the night. Let's go to Pittsburgh, the 3 cities. Jack from Pittsburgh, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's my first time calling in.
Good, man.
I want to talk about. Do you think we had a difference today in our game? Because I'm a big Dennis Smith Jr. fan. I always have been, but there's been a decline this year. Do you think him not playing had a difference between us playing better?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely helped in us coming back because he's such a defensive liability, JLs. I mean, when he comes in the game, we just continue to go slide backwards. So,
yeah,
go ahead.
And then offensively, very up and down offensively as well. So you don't know what you're going to get from him night to night.
Yeah, I think it just allowed us to not slip even deeper into a deficit and to be able to stop the bleeding. Let's just be honest. I'm with you, Jack. I wanted to see Dennis Smith succeed. I was hoping that he was going to defy the odds and really take a next step this year. He's taking a step backwards. To be completely honest, he's taking a step backwards. I don't know how he turns things around.
One night, the dunk contest.
Yeah, that's it. He only plays well when J. Cole is in the building. That's it, man. That's it.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, Jack. Appreciate it. Hold it down in Pittsburgh, man. Oh, man. I don't know, JLs. I say just put him in the G League for a little bit, but who knows? Who knows?
Will he go? I don't know if he'll go. I feel like he'll just stare at you like, nah, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm not going to Westchester. Forget it.
I ain't going. I need to put at home.
DSJ would be the type that'll sleep at the Garden and wake up the next day like, hey, I told you I'm not going. So
Told you.
I'm not going to Westchester. Oh, man. Shout out to Pittsburgh, man. You been to Pittsburgh, Jails?
I have not been to Pittsburgh. Not seen Steelers. Nah, I have not.
Yeah, I haven't been there. No, I haven't been there. I haven't been there. Somewhere I want to see. I said 3 cities before. I think it's 3 rivers, I think is what I meant to say. 3 rivers. I think that's what, like, Pittsburgh, they got, like, 3 different bridges, 3 rivers. I don't know. Jack, you're going to have to correct me if you're in the chat. You're going to have to correct me if I'm,
Yeah, I don't know the geography.
Yeah, it's something like that with 3 rivers. And, yeah, that's at the Steel City, man. All right, last call of the night. Let's go to Keenan from Cali. You're the closer, Keenan. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, man. How's everything?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. You guys were up late today.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say that I think this might sound a little controversial, but I think that in the fourth quarter, we need to go with Dotson over RJ. We need that shooting in the fourth quarter. We got lucky today, but he can get the minutes. Like, he's going to get the minutes he needs throughout the game, but just like they went with Peyton over Ntilikina Frank to end the game, the end of the game, we need that shooting. I'd say bring Dotson out the last 3, 4, 5 minutes of the game and sandwich, RJ in there somewhere else. I just want to know what you guys think about that. That's pretty much all I got to say today.
All right, appreciate it, Keenan. Go ahead, Jails.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. Like, listen, Dotson spaces the floor, and if you're going to have Elfrid Payton out there who's going to be able to penetrate and dish, might as well have somebody you can dish to. I mean, I understand the long-term implications of that, but I don't disagree with it wholeheartedly, really.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like with RJ, it's kind of like the Randle thing where it's become political, right? It's your star rookie, it's your star free agent acquisition. You're gonna throw them out there, let them play through it. He's not a good shooter at all. We know that, and so on some nights he's gonna look really bad. Tonight he went 4 for 14. That's really bad, shit. That's really bad. He was terrible again tonight. I hear him. You know what I mean, JLs? I hear him. Dotson obviously spaces the floor the best out of the guards. He gives you that defense. I don't know how they handle RJ this season in terms of in-game situations. I just don't know how they tread that line.
Maybe it's a night-to-night thing, man. Like that last game, RJ was hitting from 3. He shot 60% from the 3-point line.
Played very well this Golden State game. Very well.
Nights like that, leave him out there. And at the end of the games, he'll space the floor. And he'll give you all the RJ things as well.
Yeah.
And he's not hitting, maybe end with that sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad idea from Keenan, It's not a bad thought. I just, RJ's just not. He's not Kevin Knox. He's not ISO. He's the 3rd pick in the draft. So,
yeah.
And the thing is, Zales, you already started him off as a starter. You know what I mean? You already threw him out there.
I don't think that matters. Frank starts.
Yeah, but he's not Frank. You know what I mean? He's not coming with the same cachet as Frank.
No, for sure. But I think the thing is, though, it's not like you're not going to give him the minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he's going to get the minutes, sure.
You can give him 30 minutes and then have Dot play the last 4 minutes if the jumper's going. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Let RJ go.
That's fair.
But still play RJ, still play RJ your minutes.
Fair points. I'm going to be interested to see how it plays out, man. We're going to need a whole lot of shooting and a lot better defense when we go up in Denver in the Mile High City jails.
I think I think we'll be tactically way better. I'm very curious to see how this game goes. I'm excited to see this game actually.
Yeah, man. See how it goes. All right, JLs, let's get out of here, man. Let's close out.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna rewatch this game in the second half so I can actually see what happens.
Go ahead, let's close out.
All right, man. If you have not watched it already, go ahead and watch the latest episode of the Nick of Time show on YouTube. We talk about the various coaches, Mark Jackson, Becky Hammond, all that. With the guests, Ari do pretty well, so definitely check that out. Also, if you don't want to wait for the new pods to go on YouTube because it drops on Wednesdays, you could go listen to it on Tuesdays on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. And don't forget, man, to rate me on iTunes. Help us out, Nick the Time Show. And yeah, that is all. And new writers, man, if you want to write for Nick the Time Show, I will promote the hell out of you, especially if you're nice. Really gonna promote you. So shout out to everybody who's writing for us. You can read us on the KnicksFanTV.com. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Yeah, sir, JL's good show, and glad I got to come back for a good win, man. Glad I made it back for tonight. Good to hear from you guys. Good salute to everybody in the chat once again. Thanks for bearing with us through the technical difficulties. Hey, sometimes it happens, but it's all good. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Make sure you hit that like button. Nick of Time Show. My man JL just gave you all the play-by-play for most of this game. Hit that subscribe button on the Nick of Time Show. Subscribe to KnicksFanTV. We're on the road to 20K. We're on the road to 20K. So make sure you text these videos. Sharing these videos is very important. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Text your friend that's a Knicks fan. Text your family that's a Knicks fan that doesn't know about this show. Everyone in the chat that does their part makes this thing bigger. That's why it's a grassroots movement. That's why it's a for the fans, by the fans movement, because you guys make it what it is. Remember, this show is available in audio podcast format: Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon Alexa, all on the KnicksFanTV. The links are in the video description, and the mods will put the links up below. Get your merch in the merchandise store as well. Remember, Scotch Porter, 50% off all of their premium beard collection for the holidays. So, fellas, make sure you arm up on the Scotch Porter products. And yeah, man, Sunday, JLs. Let's see if we can go 3 in a row.
Yeah, man, let's go, man. I'm ready. I'm ready, man.
Yes, sir.
Believe we won this game, man.
Absolutely, man. Big shout out to James in the chat, all the mods. Who else we want to shout out in here? Big shout out Charles Reynolds, everybody who stayed up with us, man. Noli know what's going on, man. He says, I didn't get the memo. I missed the show. Yeah, it was just, helter skelter. It was a helter skelter type of thing, man. But we made it work. Gotta make sure you put that notification on. That's the thing. Gotta make sure you put that notification on. And yeah, man, we'll get through. Lex McGee, thank you. X-Man Rack, I think he's new. Salute to X-Man. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
Clifton Williams, John Talento's in there early shouting me out. Rick Harrison, Ivan Eagle, Mo White. This is like the 2 a.m. crowd. I don't be
yeah, man, this is late night, post game live after dark, JLs.
Name except for John Talento.
Yeah, Alawise, appreciate it, man, appreciate it. Yeah, so we see you guys Sunday. Leave a comment in the video below. See you guys Sunday. JL's great job, man. Peace.